Hey everyone, how's it going? What is up? It is me, Windstalker, and I just got done watching 3 films, one of which I have seen before, and it's Pump Up the Volume. It is an always good Christian Slater movie about teenagers feeling like the world is against them, high school sucks, and you feel like it's the end of the world because, well, if you don't remember how it was being a teenager, the movie has a slight, connection with that. So, when I was, when it came out in the 90s, I was like just getting out of elementary school and getting into junior high, so it was more in tuned with me. Now it's just a really good flick that covers some of the basic things of being a teenager and how being a teenager sucks at times. But if you can make it through it and go into adulthood, you find out that there is life after high school, and that you eventually find out that work that you have to do because your mom and dad doesn't pay for everything after high school can suck a lot worse than high school, and being an adult can be a sucky thing. But it also has its benefits. But first you got to make it through that teenager thing where you just, you have to deal with a different kind of authority, I guess is what I'm trying to get to. And then after that, I decided to watch Mad Max. Now, Mad Max has a pretty good story, and I've been a fan of Mad Max since the first one, and have now watched them all. And this one, I think, takes place between 1 and 2, or maybe 2 and 3. I think it happens between 1 and 2. I can't be absolutely sure. But this time, it's more of a stunt fest, because there is a lot of stunt stuff going down. I mean, it is insane with all the stunt stuff that they do. I'm actually really impressed with some of the stunts they pulled off. And as always with the Mad Max series, you have some blood, guts, and gore. But it's nothing like a slasher film. It's, about right for a Mad Max film. And I forget the guy's name, but the guy that played Bane in Batman does a really good job playing Max. And I would definitely recommend that and Pump Up the Volume to anybody, because they're really good films and I like them a whole lot. And And then the third movie I watched was a movie I put off for a very long time because I got bored with the series, because the series got stale after watching the original Jurassic Park in like 3. And when that dinosaur busted through that freaking wall, it scared the crap out of me back then. Now it's just a really cool effect. And I think the original Jurassic Park holds up fairly well. I haven't watched it in it's actually been quite a long time since I've actually watched it. So I don't know how well it holds up now, but it was one of those movies I could foresee holding up fairly well over the years, and one of my top 100 list of favorite movies. Jurassic Park 2 was, I'd say the best part of the whole movie was the T-Rex in New York or wherever that was. That was like the best part. The third one I vaguely remember because I only seen it once. And once was enough for that movie. The second one I've seen like maybe twice. The first one a couple dozen times. And so I watched Jurassic World. And the whole moral of the Jurassic Park movies is don't mess with nature, because nature has a way of biting you in the ass. And in this movie, they pretty much made it even more irreverent. Or not irreverent. They made it even more clear because they made a super dinosaur that gets out of its cage in a really cool way. I mean, I know this is going to ruin some of the movies for everybody, but it gets out of his cage and wreaks havoc. And I mean, if you've been to Walmart and you've seen the dinosaur and then you've seen the T-Rex, which the bad part where the T-Rex is that you wait the entire movie, and like in the last 20 minutes, they give you the T-Rex. The one dinosaur that I was wanting to see the entire film. Because, you know, it was in the original, it was like the ginormous thing of the, you know, first film. It was a big part of the second film. I don't remember if it was in the third film. But here it is, you wait the entire movie for it, and the last 20 minutes you finally see it. And it's an epic showdown between the genetically created dinosaur, the T-Rex, and of course the T-Rex doesn't have, you know, doesn't go at it alone. It has some help for some raptors, and that actually makes it actually really cool. I mean, what I like about this movie is, sure, it brings back the brontosauruses and all the classic familiar dinosaurs that we have seen in the original Jurassic Park. And, you know, it brought in some triceratops and I forget the name of it, but it's the underwater dinosaur that's bigger than a whale. And it actually eats a shark, which is actually kind of cool. I mean, you can pretty much read the entire plot if you look up on Wikipedia and all that. So, you know, I'm sorry if I'm ruining this movie for you. It is worth a watching because, you know, it has dinosaurs in it, and there's very few things that's cooler than dinosaurs. Thank goodness we don't have the technology to actually make real dinosaurs, because I have a feeling it's going to happen exactly the same as in the movies. But it's a really cool dinosaur movie. Mad Max is really cool. Pump Up the Volume is always awesome. And I still have more movies to go because, you know, I have a movie collection I have been building on since '96 when I bought my first DVD player for $600. And I have over 1,000 movies. And even though I don't really buy movies much anymore and I basically watch everything on Netflix, my parents just keeping it going. And they buy on Blu-ray, DVD, they don't really care. It's just whatever to them. Personally, I would have switched over to DVD. I mean, not DVD, but Blu-ray, because I have a feeling that Blu-ray, you know, is going to outlast DVD. But who knows? They may both end at the exact same time, since streaming is, you know, the thing now. But I would have pretty much switched over to nothing but Blu-ray. But since they technically right now are in control of the DVD collection buying, so be it. I mean, I ain't going to complain. I mean, it just keeps my movies going. And I still have probably I have plenty of movies that my parents bought that I haven't seen yet. Tomorrow I think I'm going to check out The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I remember watching that TV show. It was kind of weird, but The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I still have the James Bond movies to watch. I haven't got to watch them yet. I got that movie with The Rock in it. I forget the name of it. I mean, I got so many movies to watch. I'm going to be able to put out a movie review thing probably every Monday for the next buku of months. Oh, we're also starting to do podcast, and I think I think we're going to start out with music. I like to go ahead and kick in some video games and everything, but I think music is the first up. I think it's going to be weekly, and if that goes well, video games may kick in and all that good stuff. But anyway, I'll keep you informed. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and as always, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.